Welcome back to Cask 529, everyone. I'm Brian,
And I'm Shona.
and we're back with the 2025 edition of Five Whiskeys for Every Occasion. All right, Shauna, this is going to be a really fun video, I think.
I think so too. Yeah. So Whiskey Sippers actually called us out a couple of days ago. They redid their video from 2024 to 2025. So we're going to do the same thing. They called us out. We're going to answer that call. However, I will tell you, they brought out both bottles. We don't have both bottles anymore of ours. So if you would like to see what we picked for 2024, please be sure to check out the link in the description. I will link that video on there so you can go back and watch it.
This was actually pretty difficult because we found that we drink for the show. We don't necessarily sit down often just to enjoy a drink because we do so much on the shows that we just don't take the time or have the time
Yeah,
to do that. So we really had to put a lot of thought into this.
we did. But I feel like we're both confident in what we're
Yeah,
putting out there.
think so.
So the first one is the nightly starter. So this one is your lower proof one, just getting your palate ready because you know that you're going to be doing some tastings. You're going to, maybe have several hours of drinking. So you just need to get that palate started, but don't want to overdo it. So for my nightly starter, won't be a shock to many of you. I went with the Woodford Double Oak, coming in at 90.4 proof. Everybody knows that is one of my favorite models.
Definitely it is. Has been since early on,
Mm-hmm.
really. Okay, for me, for my nightly starter, I went with the 1792 small batch. Um, I don't know how many bottles of these we've gone
A
through.
lot. We went through a lot.
Several. It's not just me. It's not just me that hits that bottle. However, that is probably my most common nightly starter today. Is a 1792 small batch.
Yeah. So the next one up is the current daily pour. So that would be something that you gravitate to every day or every day that you're drinking. And so for Brian, your daily pour.
For me, and this bottle was actually a gift to us. It's just a bottle of Old Soul, single barrel, and I find myself grabbing that bottle a lot, just to sit down and have a pour. It's a great sipper. I just really enjoy it.
So mine is no other than Jack Daniels single barrel proof rye. I love this. That's all I can say. It's one of my favorites. You can't go wrong with it. It's available, so you can get it. So no harm in that being your daily.
Okay, so the next category is the hipster bottle. So this is a bottle that you really enjoy, but maybe not everybody is aware of. It's something probably from somebody small, doesn't have a lot of national recognition yet. And for me, it's a bottle of the Bond. This is the 4-year version. There is a 7-year version. You guys may remember we interviewed Logan, the master blender for the Bond, and we tasted everything he had to offer at that point. So for me, that is my hipster bottle, is the 4-year, the Bond.
I would say I was copying Brian, but I actually picked mine first. If you watched our review on the Bond, you will know that I picked the Eternal, the 7-year, where he picked the 4-year over our favorites. So to me, immediately when the hipster bottle came up, I knew exactly which one I was picking because I don't know as if a lot of people have heard about this yet, but it's exceptional. Coming in at 100 proof. Um, it is available, I know, in Kentucky, but you can also order it online. Definitely one to check out if you haven't already.
For sure. They're both good bottles, but we both tend, she leaned that way, I lean to the 4-year. So
Yep. So the next category is the small circle bottle. So that's the bottle that you're just going to bring out when you just have a handful of friends that your small group that you celebrate things with, like if you got a promotion or, something, someone just had their first child or grandbaby and you just want to celebrate and, have a pour. A very special small circle bottle. You go
Okay,
first?
for me, this bottle it's not like super hard to get. I know it's out there and about, but everybody may not have it. Okay. And if you watched our video, you know we really enjoyed this bottle. It's the Penelope Cigar Session. Um, we think that this is probably the best Penelope we've ever had, and I would share that with my small circle, because if they haven't had it, and most of them I don't think probably have, they're going to want to have that. So it's not, you might think of the small circle bottle as being something really outlandish that nobody's ever even heard of. And there's stuff like that we could do, but this is something I think people are going to be able to find. So it's definitely a bottle I'd want to share with people.
So my small circle bottle is my Bib and Tucker 15 year. I absolutely love this bottle. I think we both really love this bottle. Unfortunately, it's very limited, very scarce, and so I would only bring this out to share it with a small circle of people because there's not much left, and I want to, be sure to have it for a little while.
Okay. So the last category is a bottle share bottle. So you got invited to some friend's house and everybody's going to bring a bottle to share. What would you take? So for me, I'm actually revisiting something that Shauna is going to just chug every night of the week. And it is the Jack Daniels single barrel proof rye. Um, like she said earlier, we think it's an incredible, delicious bottle. And if I was going to a bottle share, I would bring this, because probably not everybody has had this. And a lot of that's going to be because people will shy away from Jack Daniels because of Old Number 7.
Well, they just think it's a cheaper bottle.
Yeah, and they just,
yeah, so they have that impression.
That's what they relate Jack Daniels products to. Mm-hmm. So
yeah, they don't know what they're missing out on.
Exactly. That's a great bottle.
So my bottle share bottle is one that we here in Ohio can get, and I know it has spread to many states now, and you can get it online. Mm-hmm. Is High Banks Whiskey Wharf Double Oak. Love this bottle. I can't say enough good things about this bottle. It's just enjoyable, so I like to share this bottle so that, if people haven't had it, they can, try it and hopefully enjoy it and pick up their own bottle. Love, it's an Ohio distillery. Love getting their name out there and sharing that with the community.
So those are our 5 bottles.
It is.
I'm sure they've changed drastically in the last year.
Yep.
So I'm ready for a drink now. Anyway, I think that's all we have.
Yeah.
And so we appreciate you guys watching. If you would hit that like button, please. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already done so. And drop us a comment. What's your 5 bottles look like for your every occasion? And we're anxious to hear what you have to say. So until next time, be safe, everybody.
Thanks, everyone.